for you. That's coming up.
All right, Mike, we'll see you then. Boy, it's truly the end of an era. Signs of demolition now visible at the old Cox Convention Center, or simply the Myriad, as many of us remember it.
Today, crews began tearing down the skywalk between the building and a nearby hotel. Of course, this is all to make way for a new arena and a new home for the Thunder.
Well, tonight we're going to take a look back at just some of the major events, the unforgettable moments, and the legendary stars who helped create a myriad of memories.
When I last saw the Myriad Convention Center, it was just a shell. Looks like it's almost completed.
As a matter of fact, it's in operation, and it's a self-contained convention city.
An early 1970s promotional film touting the gleaming new Myriad Convention Center in downtown Oklahoma City. The Myriad was the anchor of a new downtown after dozens of buildings were demolished in the urban renewal movement of the 60s and early 70s. Complete with underground parking, convention space, and a 15,000-seat arena, the complex played host to millions of people over its 50-plus years of use. The state's 75th anniversary gala, FFA conventions, and rodeos. The King of Rock, Elvis Presley, played 3 shows here, and the Queen of Rock, Tina Turner, took the stage, as did scores of other famous country and rock acts. The Myriad hosted entertainment's legendary stars.
76 trombones led the big parade.
Many highlighted during Channel 4's Stars and Stripes show that aired on the 4th of July nationwide on NBC.
All coming to you from the Myriad Convention Center in the heart of America, Oklahoma City.
And when the circus came to town, it called the Myriad home. And this building has an emotional connection to the Ogle family. The first few years the indoor track meet was held here, my dad, Channel 4 anchor Jack Ogle, was the MC of the event. And my brothers and I would come down here with him, and we would marvel at what was known at the time as the incomparable Myriad. And thousands of sporting events, from that indoor track to basketball, playing host to some major upsets.
Jefferson Drew for the win!
And oh yes, hockey.
The News Channel's Brian Brinkley is among the mayhem at the Myriad.
30 years ago to this night that the Blazers won their first Central Hockey League championship.
Doug Souter coached the Oklahoma City Blazers to that championship in the heyday of hockey at the Myriad. Even before he got here, he knew about OKC's passion for hockey.
We got great fans, great attendance. Everything fit my lifestyle of the Western way.
And those fans in this building led the league in attendance for 17 years, averaging more than 9,000 people per game.
We loved the place. We had a family that was incredibly close.
But if it hadn't been for the building's electrical and maintenance staff and the hectic and superhuman schedule they kept, the shows might not have gone on.
We had hockey on a Thursday, we NSYNC on a Friday, Rolling Stones on Saturday. And we were loading the Stones in and NSYNC out this way. And it was a lot of fun. And then back to hockey. And I didn't leave the building the day before until after the last hockey game was over 5 nights later.
Director of Operations Ted Falkenberry spent over 30 years keeping the lights on at the Myriad. And he and Coach Souter made a good team. Like one time when the Blazers had a game to play, but some renovations were not quite finished.
They didn't get everything done quick enough, and they just had plastic over that end, and the wind would blow in if you had a north wind. So the one game, I called the referee over and said, you play going this way 2 times and this way once. And I said, we need to change because I want to have the wind for the 2 periods. And Teddy put a windsock up on the Zamboni, and when it ran around, we could tell where the wind was coming from.
With the many events and changes in technology, the incomparable Myriad has seen its last performance. Soon the building will meet the wrecking ball and will be replaced by a nearly $1 billion arena complex.
A people so sure of their future, they built Myriad Convention Center.
And now the curtain falls on a building that served a myriad of functions to all that entered her doors.
Kevin Ogle, News 4 at the Myriad.
That sign-off you heard there from me was also from 40 years ago when I was at the Myriad for an event. Demolition of the old Myriad Convention Center will last through the end of the year.
A great place there. Every year, countless Oklahomans bring